Hello, let's play Final Fight 2. I'm using an infinite lives cheat because I got really nervous about running out of lives last time I tried playing this game, and I didn't really want to play it again because of that. I'm just not very good. This is the Japanese version because it was less expensive to get than the US version. And, you know, this way you can make up your own story. They're a family of firefighters. And they watched a weird music video one day. That's not the story. In getting this configured, I realized that I've probably been recording my recent Nintendo and Super Nintendo videos at the wrong aspect ratio. I had it set to no stretching, but that's for Game Boy. For NES and SNES, you have to have it on, you know, NTSC or PAL. Which do stretch pixels slightly. So, yeah. But this is on NTSC now, so it should be right now. And Mesen, the emulator I'm using is Mesen, and it's actually very good at doing aspect ratios correctly. A lot of other emulators are a little lackadaisical about that. Well, that was dramatic. What do we got? Oh yeah, I was thinking last time I should have put it on easy, but now that I got infinite lives cheat going, I guess I can leave it on normal. I'm not going to mess with that stuff. I don't even remember what extra joy is. Get me out of here, please. Okay. That's Belger from the end of, or is it Belger from the end of Final Fight 1? Come on. I'm using what comes up in the Mesen's cheat database as the alternate cheat code, because this is the Japanese version. The alternate cheat code for infinite lives. So I'm playing with Maki this time. I haven't played through the game with her before. Maki, of course, would then go on to be a playable character in the Street Fighter Alpha series of fighting games. And she also shows up after that in Capcom vs. SNK 2 as a playable character. Is there something else that I have her as a playable? I think that's it. In CVS 2, she's got, actually maybe, I guess in, must be in Alpha as well, she's got the Tonfa sticks or whatever, these white sticks that she fights with. I don't know why maybe they thought she just looked too womanly and weak to be hitting people hard, so they had to give her some sticks in a fighting game. There's Chun-Li. Hi, Chun. Chun's just chowing down. I'm doing all the hard work here. Hey! What the heck was that attack? You can't do this to me. There's a hack on romhacking.net that you'll notice right now that I guess it's at most 3 enemies are on screen. There's a romhacking.net hack that I think it removes that limit or it changes it to 5 or something like that. But it said that, you know, people thought that, felt that made it much more exciting and more like the Final Fight in the arcade, but they did note that it added a lot of sprite flickering. So, I don't think I'm gonna mess with that. Why is that can just smoking? Like somebody had a flaming oil can for a bonfire and then they like scrunched it up? Hey, it's Capcom. It's Capcom HQ. Kind of a beat up building. Oh, I did it. I did the reset combo on a guy by flicking to the other direction, then back again. Not sure if you can exploit that as easily in this game as you can in the arcade game. I haven't watched like expert replays of this, I don't think. There's a lot of writing on stuff. Ow! Ow! Oh, he was resetting my face. These are some weird sprites. So, you know, you compare this game to the arcade game, which I have as a legally obtained ROM. Where did I get that? Oh, I extracted it from the Capcom Beat 'em Up bundle and I run it in MAME. You know, by comparison, this looks, I mean, it's a Super Nintendo game, so it's not quite up to the sheer hardware spritage of the arcade board. What was that, CPS? Must have been CPS 1, right? Whatever it was. So it looks a little muddy and dinky and lower activity on screen than Final Fight 1. Like if you stuck that guy, this guy with the bar, if you stuck him in Final Fight 1, he'd just look like a piece of mud. This music's pretty good though. I did it. What is that shattered thing in the background from the ceiling? What? I broke a box for no reason? Why? I remember this part. I don't like this part. It's very dull. You're just like against a wall in this building. These guys are just standing around. Just had to sacrifice some of my own energy to do a different attack and try to liven things up a little. Oh yeah, punch all three at once. I guess I'm almost dead here, but I do have an infinite lives cheat, so there. What is this stuff in the side here? Are those crates? Like, why are they colored weird like that? You gotta have big stacks of crates or something, right? That's what we put in a background when we don't have any real ideas. I wonder what those torn up signs, is that even writing? It looks like just grids. Those can't be actual like Japanese characters there, can they? Oh man, snagged. Do you even get like food power-up health items in this game? I haven't even got any weapons. I mean, it's kind of disappointing, really, if you think about it too hard. Music's still pretty good, though. Oh. I'm almost dead. Might as well just spam the power move. Can't drain any more health. That was weird. Shanghai? And who's being shanghaied? Look, there's more writing. Oh man, we do get health. Yeah, baby, barbecue's almost full health. It's the power of barbecue. It might rot your teeth, but hey. And of course, that's only if you put sugary sauces on it. But everybody does. see, like with Final Fight Arcade version, I never really get the... I don't usually get the feeling that I'm just being bored, just attacking left and right. It somehow avoids that. I think maybe it's just due to more mass onslaught, whereas in this it can only do... But then again, I was playing it. What was the game I was playing? Oh, that was weird. It looked like that was floating. Yeah, I finally got a weapon. Mighty Final Fight, which I probably recorded at the wrong aspect ratio. So I'll have to do another recording of that to correct that error. Oh shoot! That only had like 2 enemy sprites on screen. And, I mean, that game did get a little... But it felt repetitive for basically because they made you fight the same really obnoxious boss 3 times. That was the problem with that game. This game's actually got pretty good bosses. I'm kind of worried that I haven't even got to a boss yet. Okay, finally. I guess I forgot how long this game is, and I'm already up past my bedtime like an idiot. I started messing around with trying to compile Linux-like code in Linux-like environments again, because I had a viewer ask me if I could do a video tutorial on compiling Angband with the SDL2 graphics and sound, and I wasn't gonna, because I'm not even playing Angband, because it's just, I didn't want to be playing a game where I had to be on the keyboard. But then I actually reinstalled the compiling environment MSys2 the other day anyway to try to compile some other thing, and I failed at that. Although now I realize that it's probably because I was running the wrong executable, because MSys2 comes with like 5 executables, and I forgot that it's the blue one that I should be running, not the purple one. Oh man, maybe I can compile that thing now. What was it? It was an SDL port of the Neopop emulator. For Neo Geo Pocket Color stuff. I mean, normally I would just be fine with the Mesen emulator, which already runs Neo Geo Pocket Color stuff based on Neopop's code in SDL, so you can do full screen and it looks beautiful. But actually, I think it runs it in OpenGL, but maybe it's OpenGL through us. I don't know. Anyway, but I think in Mesen you cannot force the emulator to run a Neo Geo Pocket Color game in as if it was in a black and white Neo Geo Pocket. And that sounds like a silly thing to do, but there is at least one game I have, which is King of Fighters Battle to Paradise, which is kind of a party board game, mini game thing. That I think only came out in Japan. Yeah, it must have. But and that's a Neo Geo Pocket Color only game. But if you stick it in a Neo Geo Pocket, the black and white predecessor to Neo Geo Pocket Color, it plays a little mini game for you where you're like a woodsman chopping down trees in the forest, and like snakes are coming and trying to bite you, and you have to watch out for the snakes while you're chopping the trees and all this stuff. And it's just pretty fun. Just a fun little time waster they threw in there as this crazy bonus. That was SNK in their prime, man. And yeah, that's the only way you can play that, is if you are able to run KOF Battle to Paradise in a black and white Neo Geo Pocket, but Mesen doesn't. And Neopop, you can do that. There's just a menu command where you can pick if you want to specify that it's a Neo Geo Pocket Color or Neo Geo Pocket that it's emulating. But Mednafen can't do that. It just kind of assumes that well, I think it just I don't know what it does, but you can't do that. So you can't tell it which Neo Geo Pocket variant it is. As far as I know from looking at the commands, the command options. So I was thinking if I could get this SDL port of Neopop working, maybe that would fix this problem, because the problem with Neopop itself, so Mednafen is based on Neopop's code, even the bugs. Like there's a list of bugs in the last version of Neopop that came out, which was in 2003. There's a list of bugs that the author knew about, and I just randomly checked one of those to see if it happened in Mednafen, and it does. It's the exact same thing, and it's something fairly obscure, so it's not by chance. What was that I just picked up? The problem with Neopop, though, is that the full screen mode on it, at least on my machine, does not work. If you try to put it in full screen, the screen just disappears. You can still see the program there it's going. If you like task switch, it's still there, but then it like crashes after 5 seconds of being invisible. So I can only run that weird wood chopping minigame in Neopop in windowed mode, and the windowed only goes up to 4 times Neo Geo Pocket Color resolution, which was like 160 pixels wide and 152 tall or something. It's actually a very, almost square resolution, which is kind of weird to see, but when you only multiply 152p by 4, that's what, like 608 pixels high. That's still pretty tiny. So if this person had actually made a working SDL port that could run at full screen, that would potentially solve that problem, depending on if they implemented the option of being able to choose your target console, black and white or color. I don't know if they did. But they also kind of just gave up on it like 7 years ago, according to their GitHub repository. And I pulled down the code, and that's why I reinstalled MSys2 to try to compile that code, but they had never made it to compile in Windows. It was a Linux port, and so I had some trouble trying to set up a configure script and get it to compile, and I just couldn't get it. I got it configured to compile, but then it was running into compile errors, or actually, I don't think I got that far. It was still configure errors, and it was saying like some of the code was out of date, etc., etc. So that might just be that the code actually is out of date now, and I would have to know how to update the obsolete code to current standards, which I don't know how to do. I'm not a coder. Or possibly it was because I was running the exe for the wrong MSys2 environment. Maybe that could have screwed it up. It definitely screwed it up when I was trying to compile Angband, and I had to get Angband's programmer had to tell me, hey, you're probably running the wrong exe. He said it very politely, but yeah, I always cause him a lot of trouble with idiocy. And he's a very patient person. I feel bad that I waste his time. I mean, I do find a couple bugs for him now and then. Like, actually, I found that one of the installation commands that they have in their manual for MSys2 could be optimized slightly. So, hurrah! And there might be something else that should be in there because, well, technically, no, but I'm trying to do something stupid that used to work and now it's not working, and I'd like to know why. So I'm bugging him more about that. But anyway, point is, maybe I'll try to compile that SDL Neopop again. It probably still won't work. But now that I know which exe to run for the compiling environment, maybe it'll stand a better chance. I forgot I used to run the blue icon, not the purple icon. Why would you have a program that installs like 5 icons that all look like they pretty much do the same thing, but actually are running in slightly separate dimensions from each other? And you'll just run into mysterious problems if you don't pay close attention to which one you're in. It's so silly. I'm sure there's excellent reasons for it that make a lot of sense to programmers and very computer literate people, but man. Like the Angband programmer, Backwards Eric, he explained some of it to me once. I don't remember any of it, of course. Because mostly, I mean, well, pretty much, yeah, there's only one of the environments that I use for compiling games. And so I just deleted the EXEs to the other ones. Hopefully they'll stay gone. I'm a little worried that when the program updates itself or its code, at some point it'll, like, reinstall them, and then I'll get confused again. But I'm not actually playing Angband anymore, so it shouldn't be a problem. I know nobody listening to this cares about MSys2. But that thing was taking up 12 gigs eventually with all the junk I had installed to try to compile various things over a few years. 12 gigs of code stuff. It's crazy, man. That's a big boss. Hey, Freddy. I love how these guys don't care to help him. That guy sure looks like a scrawny guile back there. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Eat dirt, Freddy. Oh, shoot. Eat asphalt, I guess. That was sweet. Oh, come on, what? Just flex his chest at me. He just flexes Zangief-style chest hair at me. Oh. Oh, come on. Ah, gotcha. Oh, flexing at me. Ah. Oh. It's funny, you can't really tell right away if the Infinite Lives cheat is working, and like the US Infinite Lives cheat didn't work, but you can't, because a lot of Infinite Lives cheats, when you put them in, they automatically like change your number of lives to 9 or something, so you can tell that it did something. This one doesn't do that. You're still at the X4 under your little portrait in the upper left when you start the game. I guess I've gained a couple lives playing through so far. Oh, cool. Did I finally finish off his helpers? Okay. Wait, did the boss have a... Oh, yeah, he had a... Hey, there's a stick. Oh. Okay, I'll break it. Give me my stick. Yeah. Now I feel like Maki. This is a weird scale or something going on here. Like, the perspective's all crazy. Okay. You can't jump over it? Is that a Mitsubishi? The logo on the grill just disappeared. I don't know what to do here. Well... put some weird looking holes in the side of that thing. Are those mines? What are those things? We're in Holland and I no longer have my tonfa or whatever. Since when do crows have red eyes? We're not in a place that would reflect red light off there. Do they have red eyes? Pretty sure they're black. Yeah, those are mines, alright. Somebody stepped on a boom boom. Look at that weird little village in the back. Uh-oh. Nice try, jerk. Got a car battery strapped to his hip. Just gonna go all torture device on me. Oh, whoa, did I knee those guys? Flying knee. Hey, Eliza. Is she gonna help me with my problems? Just tell her my troubles and she'll tell me some programmatical BS. Like modern, very CPU heavy AI does, I guess. Hey, don't step on those mines, guys. Be careful. You wouldn't want to... oh, you wouldn't want... oh. Well, you really shouldn't step... oh. So the mines actually help a lot. Uh-oh. Yeah, try that. Try it now. There you go. It's a weird looking background, man. Again, very muddy colors. Okay. I love how these guys can't see the mines at all. Why is Andor pretty much the only one who is here from the first game? Mick. Elijah. Shot? Shot and bull? Bull shot? Hey guys, I have infinite lives. Did you know that? I'm up to 7 now. And they don't go down. Because I got really nervous last time about cutting it a little close. I think I started to save scum, and that's a lot less fun to watch, probably. So I didn't want to have to do that. Like I was save scumming last night in Sonic Pocket Adventure because I couldn't find a working infinite lives cheat for that one. I think. Or wait, maybe I just didn't know how to put in cheat codes in Mednafin. Or wait. I think did I try and it didn't work and I just gave up? I don't know. Oh, that's not awkward at all. What's with that weird elevator, man? Oh, well, hi, Mary. Dang, it's just getting bombed. Ooh. Oh, what? That sound is from some arcade game. That's almost like some arcade game, and I can't think of which one it was. Was it Final Fight? Poison or Roxy? Holy balls. Andor, or G Andor are kind of dumber in this one. Okay, that was pretty good flanking. Ow! It's so funny, the, like, SNK did this too, and especially in, like, the, the Fatal Fury fighting games. You see when you, like, hit a guy, it kind of isn't working now. How ironic. Well, if I do just punch people, they'll kind of phase out and vibrate a little, and if you, like, play the video frame by frame, you'll see that their sprite is just like jiggling back and forth by a few pixels every frame. Well, jiggling back one frame, then jiggling forth the other frame, as it were. And it makes this kind of, if the game is running at the correct 60 frames per second or so, it makes them look like they're kind of ghosty and trembling. Oh, that wasn't the right way to do that. But, like, Fatal Fury did that a lot. There was this particular Fatal Fury game I was trying to play. Was it 3 or... wait, how did the numbering system in that series is weird. It was, like, the second phase of the titles where it went from just Fatal Fury to Real Bout Fatal Fury. Anyway, and I liked the action, but you just got that vibrating effect constantly, and just didn't feel like I was having a worse photosensitivity issues then than I do now, but I still have some, and it's just like too much vibration going on. Hey, that spin is so weird. Like, what would that even look like in real life? I don't think it would look like anything. I don't think that's possible in any particular way. I mean, you could whip your foot around and hit a couple people, but you'd probably break your foot rather than actually hurt anybody else. You certainly wouldn't be able to generate power from that angle. Oh man, that is such a weird, just glide in, just kind of levitate in. What does that say? BHT MGA. I got some gold shoes, like those gold shoes that a certain presidential candidate was vlogging the other day, strangely. Get your gold boots here, boys. It's a goofball convention. Look at that guy, that's such a weird sprite. Like, all these sprites are a little, again, compared to Final Fight Arcade, sprites are all a little weird looking. A little weedy, maybe too skinny, maybe. I think I've got the correct aspect ratio now. Anyway, I guess you don't got Akimon doing the pixel art. At least I don't think he was. Look at that green sludge. Just a gross tan wall. Everything's very brown. That's another... I don't really like this stage. It's just very brown and mucky. Like, why would you do that? If you're gonna make, like, a dungeon type stage, make it cool looking. Make it, like, glisten-y where the, you know, mysterious liquids are. Make it dark and black and glisten-y. Mysterious. Not just this, like, bright, evenly lit dirt-colored nonsense. Oh, man. This is, like, just really bad. Bad palette, at least. And what is that? Just like a big timber piece just running along the ground there? Why? Oh, I like this guy. Oh, that was cool. It happened kind of fast. It's just all these weird segments of pipes bolted to the wall. What's that all about, guys? Is that how plumbing's supposed to be happening down here? Oh man, just do that from off screen? Okay. Bratkin and Joni. Hey Joni. All these dramatic names. Or quasi-dramatic names, maybe I should say. Oh, whoa. Like, Bratkin's got some pretty good drawing going on. Ah, heck, I wasn't paying attention. I was checking out Bratkin. That's supposed to be like a prison outfit. It's got like a weightlifter belt on. They give you those in prison. Maybe it's just a big belt. Maybe it's just a big boy belt for Bratkin. Dang. Take advantage of my respawn invulnerability. Oh, he had some, maybe. Have a Joni on your morning. Oh, kill. Man, I've barely scratched Bratkin. Oh, take that. Oh. He's got way too much health. Oh. That's gonna take like 50 jump kicks. At least. Oh, that did good damage. Nice try, jerk. Oh, you're not so good without your little buddies to distract me, are you? It's funny, these bosses, like, right after they've stopped respawning their helpers, they go down. Oh, this music, I like this riff. Another rather muddy background, weird perspective on those buildings, too. Very brown again. What's with the brown? Hey, it's the Union Jack. Wait, is it a train from Shanghai to Britain? How does that work? Maybe we're in Hong Kong now? Hong Kong before the handover? Well, wait, we were in Germany, so Shanghai thing is a long time ago. So if we were in Germany, are we in the UK now? Did it say and I just wasn't paying attention? That's probably as likely as anything. Maybe it said it in Japanese and I don't know. A circus? Guys, I guess we must be in the UK. Either that or it's a... I mean, how would you get a train across the channel? I guess you could get the cars across? You could freight the cars across? I don't know anything about Europe. Ow! This is supposed to be some London funk. Speaking of London funk, smell my feet. Is that even hurting him? Oh yeah, his health bar just turned color. He's got more health than that last boss. They basically gave her Mai Shiranui's costume, the ninja lady from King of Fighters. Except she's got shin pads, or shin guards, and knee pads. Doesn't have the big old balls on a sort of trailing tail. Other than that, though, very Mai Shiranui outfit. Maybe that's what everybody in Japan just knew female ninjas wore. Could it be historically accurate? Probably not. This is London. I see London, I see France. The train sound is good. This music is a little irritating with that why don't I just imitate the annoying sound? That's good. That's what everybody tunes in for. What was I listening to? I was listening to some podcast the other day, probably the 10-year-old episode or something or other. And they were saying, like, maybe it wasn't even that, maybe it was some article, I don't know. They're like, did the Genesis make a mistake when it went with a low number of on-screen colors compared to the Super Nintendo or something? And they were like, nah, it's how you use them or something. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a bunch of BS. Let me tell you, a lot of stuff on the Genesis looked pretty scrubby when they tried to do what the Super Nintendo games would do with colors. I shouldn't really talk about Genesis, so I don't know much about it. I just, like, I think it's cool that Sega dumped so many of their Genesis games on Steam for like $1 or $2 each or something. You can just, they're in such a super half-baked emulator that you can just take the ROM straight out of a folder and run it in an emulator of your choice. That's basically just them selling you these ROMs. I think that's what they wanted to do. And they're like, well, we can't just sell them ROMs. That looks weird, and Steam would probably think that was weird. So we'll just make a very... That torch disappeared. We'll just make the most... cut rate emulator possible. So nobody will want to use it, but we'll just put the ROM... We won't wrap the ROM up in another file. We won't encrypt it or anything. We'll just put it just in a folder and people can just take it. I think that's awesome. I wish more companies would do that. Just sell us your ROMs. Save us all a lot of trouble. Oh, this clown. Philippe the Clown. Philippe the British Clown. Oh, well, come on, man. I'm getting clowned. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Oh, and I try to jump and he just grabs me by the hair. This is not good. What? Wow. Talk about spawn camping, man. boy. How did that miss him? How did I ever get by this guy before? Oh my gosh. I couldn't even do a spin kick on that one. Oh my gosh. Wow. Everybody's just getting in on it. I can't do nothing. That guy sucked. That was a little much, you know. Oh yeah, there we are. We were in the UK. Oh. This isn't really that fun. Punch a can that might burst into flame at any moment. I caught that can by surprise. What? It didn't... These bonus games kind of blow. Man, these background colors are awful. I'm pretty sure that NES could do better background colors than this. Oh my gosh, I mean, it isn't supposed to be Venice, I suppose, but it looks like it's been drowned in pea soup and covered in a fine layer of, I don't know, volcanic dirt. What is that guy's name? Elick? What the heck? I like how in this portrait he's just pursing his lips. And these backgrounds are bad. Final Fight had such amazing backgrounds. They still do have like the just weird perspective. That was definitely a thing in Final Fight where if you looked at a certain point you would see the background just kind of shifts to a like a lower perspective plane or something. Look at this. There's an anarchy sign. It's like blocks with an anarchy symbol. What does that mean? Oh, come on, Atlas. What? These guys are weird. Okay. Oh, it's another... Let's reuse that awesome sewer wall. And this looks like the train I was just on. Except it's definitely a boat now. Look, there's a life preserver. You don't get life preservers on trains so much. Hey! Oh, man. Don't be clowning on me. Oh, now this Andor's getting into it with that chest rush. Andor Jr.'s a little livelier. Dang it. Oh, yeah. Oh, sweet. I have 10 lives. Jeez, it got kind of bad. Ow! Hey, that lady likes to clap. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, this game kind of goes on longer than you might have thought. Yeah. It's another place that looks like the place that was on that train and then on that boat. They're really creative with these backgrounds. Shit. How many guys with tuning forks do we have here? Tuning forks and little berets. Are they backwards baseball caps? I guess they're baseball caps. No. Oh, these Tweedledums. Ah. Okay, it's a little doll. It's all these scenes where you're just like, there's just a wall. And you're just standing there, and there's a bunch of guys just keep coming. And it's just you and the wall and some guys for a while. Have a piece of lumber. No. It makes a funny acquisition sound when you pick it up. Ow! These sounds. This sound is bad. This is a straight up bad sound. It doesn't even really sound like it's happening. It's so vague. This music just got downright bad too. There's just like, they're kind of losing it as this game goes along. Like, how many scenes with a wall and a bunch of dudes just repeating are we gonna get? Oh, is it Rolento? Rolento's here. Or wait, it's just Rolent. Maybe it's Rolento's younger brother. Or maybe he's like less Hispanic or something. Maybe he's Rolento's Italian brother, or maybe Austrian or something. I don't know. Swiss. What's with this bombed out rooftop? Did he just stick that where the sun don't shine? That ain't polite. He's also kind of wimpy here, I say, as he wall kicks me and then beats me down. He's not even throwing grenades. Okay. He's gonna wall kick me. That effect is really not happy for my eyeballs. Doggone it. Oh, he still got me. Okay. Oh, here come the grenades. Oh, yeah, out of the air. Oh. Are those like... What's the name of that Spider-Man villain? With the pumpkin bombs. Green Goblin, whatever, Hobgoblin. Those were such lame villains, man. And they just kept coming back, and they kept morphing because the writers had no real good ideas. Ah! This has gotten a little extreme. Just sounds like popcorn. Grenade, it actually said grenade hit me. Derp. Oi. What are we really doing here? Oh my gosh. Can you just warp out of the path of my jump kick? Oh. Ow. Oh, jeez. I have to kick him like one more time and I just got killed. I couldn't even hit him once. Three something. Three again. Uh-oh. It does say where you are. Well, great. Now I know we're definitely in Japan. Oh, there's mines in Japan. Come on. Oops. Oh, man. Alright. Oh, is this where one guy starts to block? Oh. I just jump backwards. This weird rain is just like frozen in the air. Gotta say, this is no final fight. It's not even a mighty final fight. It's a muddy final fight. I mean, we are actually here in mud now, since we've got the familiar dirt, and now it's raining. I did jump backwards. Why would you be letting the player jump backwards? This awkward diagonal scripted movement. That tree's kind of nice, sort of. At least it's not dirt. Or pea soup. Oh, zap. This music's getting tired. That guy looked tired. This guy just slumped up to me. Okay, he's gonna stay in like slidey hit mode for a second. This chest flexing move these guys get. What's up with that? Punch him once in the chest and throw him. Oh, it's a slap fight. Except he croaked. Just slide down the screen. Hey, it stopped raining. Things are looking up. It's crazy bamboo. At least that breaks things up a bit. One knee and throw. Jeez. Oh, I thought he was gonna get me. Oh, that guy got me. Oh, this is so tedious, guys. What happened? What happened to this? I guess you can't even say it's a series, really, at this point. This is only the second one. Well, I mean, I remember what happened. I was babbling about it when I recorded the last Final Fight episode. My whole theory about Capcom made Street Fighter and Street Fighter 2 and realized that just made just ridiculous money over anything else that they made. So they suddenly realized that money wasn't in beat 'em up games. So they left the beat 'em up game sequels to their B team. Okay. And they put them just out on home consoles because they just didn't care anymore. For the arcades, they just wanted people lining up around the block at Street Fighter machines. Oops. That's where the money was. You got two people killing each other off really fast. Constantly beating more quarters. Whereas in a game like this, people get mad if they don't last for 5 minutes at least. Okay, 2 Andors is pretty rough. Arg! Andor and Andor Jr. Andor Jr. Little quasi-tongue twister. Oh, you guys are just gonna sit here with your green health bars as I sit here with my infinite lives. My 11 infinite lives. I jump backwards again. I'm getting impatient. Jumping too fast for physics to turn around. Ow! Oh. How'd you guys get those rips in your jeans anyway? Or your overalls or whatever the heck it is. Hey. Oh god, these gals just ambush me with those weird vertical jump-ins. I mean, they're moving horizontally, but they're standing just pure like that. What is that? Oh man, this is like a GBA version of Final Fight, I think it was, that I played once, where you just kept finding yourself against the side of the screen, just punching, just waiting for the guys off screen to run into it. Yeah, it's not good. This looks like the boss area. Oh, it's not. Dang it. I'm just gonna stand here and flex a little. You're not a boss. You're not a boss. You're just some schmuck in a do-rag and a pipe. Ow. "12 Makis. 12 Makis went to Tokyo." Was it Tokyo? It wasn't like Kyoto or something, was it? Osaka? I don't know. So just do your weird spasmodic flexes. Is that how they show their happiness? These guys have very tiny heads. The other guy's head is slightly bigger. These guys in their like quasi cornrows. Okay, just trying to go easy on them. What is that in the background? Are those like little stars in a just like mud-colored sky? Oh no, that's a wall. Oh, right, okay. That was weirding me out there for a sec. Oh wow. Just drop that kick on him. Now that guy almost had some color. That guy's got some Easter eggy color. This music kinda off the boil. Dog. Lorp. Flick? Maybe, is it flick? No, not flick. No, he just kept going. I thought he was gonna have to pull up after a couple seconds, but no. Oh, I was gonna try to get him in a throw or a combo or something. He wasn't having that. Oh, brother. Oops. How many gang members do you see with car batteries on their belts? And would that worry you? Oh, Eliza. Is Eliza blocking now? Oh, that was weird. Oh, come on. How? The blocking. I guess that was a stupid thing to do. I had respawn invulnerability, and I spent it doing an attack that hits everybody around me and gives me damage, and they wouldn't be able to hit me anyway, so that was just a losing. I should have been doing an attack that I could have been hit out of, but that doesn't get me hurt. Or wait, does that make sense? I don't know. Look at these floor mats. Getting them all dirty with my muddy boots. Guys are gonna have to have these floor mats professionally cleaned. This rumpus. Oh, whoops. I didn't think those flames were gonna get that far. They crept up on me. Oh, what the heck was that? Senko? Is that a... what is Senko? I almost said, is that a watch? That's Seiko. Oh, smack. Sure is a lot of lightning going on outside. Oh! She sounded so surprised. Oh, I'm yawning. This is it's a little dull. I wanted to play Maki, but I kind of worried it would be a little dull anyway. Wow, 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 wow. All these weird, giant, kind of dingy buildings. Like, what if you woke up one morning and your house, the interior was just dithered? You know, just had dither patterns all over. That'd be weird. I gotta stop that jumping backwards. Oh, hey. Hey, Mark. Give me that meat bone. Oop, a little too long. A little weird. I knew that was gonna happen. Ow. "13 lives, 13 Makis. Dog. Like, maybe I'd be a little more awake if I had to try to preserve my life without an infinite lives cheat, but I don't know. I'd still be kind of bored. I'd just be also very stressed out. I'd probably have to start save scumming. Or I could have switched it to easy, I guess. Oh, the tapestry. Kablam. Is this the final boss? Maybe it is. I thought there was another... Oh no, this was the boss fight I was thinking of. This isn't the final boss then, right? I like his hair. Man, that's a pretty cool sprite. A couple of these bosses have been pretty cool. This is definitely the coolest. Look at these torches in the foreground. These are like the darkest flames that I've ever seen that weren't some kind of weird chemical concoction, I guess. Ah, what? Who are those people tied up? Is that like the shrine manager? Aye! His health bar is white. That would be really stressing me out if I didn't have infinite lives. Oh, it turns slightly mauve. His name is Retu. Hey, Retu, you're just gonna stand there? Ah, heck, now it's a weird, dull, whitish blue. Retu, I don't feel like you're really into this fight. Oh, I got clogged. Ooh. Oh, jeez. So, yeah, he's not actually doing that much. There you go. His health meter is still on full bar color. I mean, this is where I definitely remember getting stressed out last time. In terms of having limited number of lives or continues left. Ugh. His health bar finally went down. It's on now, buddy. Okay. Hey, what? It's gonna be close. Oh, it's not close. Okay. He's let me walk right past him. Nerp. Oh man, just like Belger, whatever. I guess that was the last boss. That was abrupt. Oh. That's a good drawing. Not sure why she's crying super hard. Oh, is that her family? I don't know, just make up my own story. Hyper Mickey and Hyper Benji. Thanks, guys. Actor design, that's an interesting way of putting it. The background's a little rough. Imo. Ano at Miho. Piro Papa. Bun Bun. Man, some of the music, like this music's okay, but some of that music was a little... C-chan. Endo. Ah, there's another mode? What are you talking about? Is it cooler? Other mode? What? Okay, this music got kind of lame. What's this other mode? Option mode? That can't be right. Maybe they meant like two... Wait, does this one even have two-player? Extra joy? I mean, maybe they meant two-player. Oh, I'm definitely gonna be stuck here, though. Oh well. This kind of made me want to go back and play Mighty Final Fight again, because I didn't get that bored playing Mighty Final Fight. I guess that's a good reason to go back to the game. Also because I'm sort of annoyed, and I think I probably did have it at slightly the wrong aspect ratio. Probably also Tetris and Galaga and any other NES or SNES game I might have had wrong. Mr. Do, maybe. Maybe I didn't. I mean, I don't know how far back it had been just set on no stretch. Well, maybe that's just from last Game Boy game I played, I'm not sure. I realized I have to set up these games to run all their settings from the command line. Because then A, I don't have to re-enter them all the time whenever I switch games, and B, you can set it to with a command line option that doesn't save the settings, so there's no chance you'll be screwing things up for the next time, as long as you have all the commands, all the settings you need in the command line. Although I also just found that the command line can only hold so many characters, so just gotta hope they fit in. Hagar's got a tiny head. Well, Maki's not particularly interesting. I guess I've played Maki and Carlos, so I haven't played Hagar, who might be the most interesting one, maybe. Will I ever want to play Hagar? I don't know. Is his belt chest strap sort of disappearing, or is that the shadow of it going kind of under his rib cage? You can just barely see under his fist there on the right. Hard to say. So yeah, I think if anything, I would want to play Mighty Final Fight, the NES game, before I played this again. I don't think I really want to play this again. And I think I should really just probably stick to arcade Final Fight. So for weight there, it doesn't say LB, whatever LB stands for anyway. I mean, that's pounds, right? But what is LB? But that's not even LB here, it's IB. That's wild. I want to look up what LB means. What is LB? How did that get to be pounds? I think I must have looked this up once before. LB for pounds. When the ancient Romans referred to weight, they used the term libra pondo. Libra meant weight or balance scales, and pondo meant pound. They eventually shortened the phrase to just libra, which they abbreviated LB. So LB means weight, libra. And pondo meant pounds. So it used to have pounds as part of it. It used to mean pound weight, basically. Well, that's fascinating. Now I know. So it's Latin, baby. Okay, well, gonna Latin on out of here. Final Fight 2, probably my least favorite Final Fight. I haven't, well, maybe that's 3 because I can't even play 3 because it's got some horrible flashing effects from the super moves they added in, and it's super expensive. So I'm probably never gonna get that one. But this one I do have, and it's not that fun, unfortunately. It's not terrible. It's just kind of boring and not very memorable. Which is too bad. But, you know, that's what happens when Capcom didn't really have their heart in it anymore because they were getting all that Street Fighter 2 cash. They're like, beat-em-ups. Who cares about scrolling beat-em-ups? We invented fighting games. Those make way more money. Oh well. Okay. Thanks for watching anyway. And, maybe I'll see you later. Might be a while before I come back to this one. Anywho, that's all for now. Bye-bye.